The England tour is now complete. Over the last few weeks, we've seen standout performances, selection experiments, overseas challenges, and plenty of clues about where this Indian team stands ahead of the T20 World Cup. So instead of reviewing individual matches, today we are answering the bigger question: what did this tour actually tell us about India's future? Let's break down the 5 biggest takeaways. Lesson 1: India's core remains strong. One of the biggest positives from the tour was the continued reliability of India's senior players. When conditions became challenging, experienced players were once again responsible for stabilizing the side. That matters because World Cups are rarely won by potential alone. They are won by proven performers delivering under pressure. India's leadership group continues to provide that foundation. The core of this team remains strong enough to compete with any side in the world. Lesson 2: New players are creating competition. The second major takeaway is squad depth. Several newer players were given opportunities throughout the tour. Not every experiment worked perfectly, but competition for places is increasing, and that's exactly what elite teams need. The more pressure there is for selection spots, the stronger the squad becomes. India appears to be building a healthier pipeline than it had a few years ago. Lesson 3: England conditions still test India. England once again highlighted areas where India must continue improving, whether it was adapting to movement, bowling in different conditions, or maintaining consistency across multiple matches. There were moments when England exposed weaknesses. These challenges aren't necessarily bad news. It's better to discover weaknesses now than during a World Cup. Lesson number 4: World Cup combinations are becoming clearer. Perhaps the most important outcome of the tour is clarity. Management now has more information regarding opening combinations, middle order roles, bowling options, matchup strategies. Every tour should answer questions. This one certainly did. India now looks much closer to identifying its strongest World Cup combination. Lesson 5: India can compete with the best. The final lesson is confidence. England remains one of the strongest teams in women's cricket. Competing against them provides a genuine benchmark, and throughout this tour, India showed enough quality to suggest they belong among the leading contenders for the T20 World Cup. The team does not need perfection, this needs growth, and this tour provided exactly that. So, how should we judge India's England tour? Positives: stronger core, better squad depth, valuable overseas experience, greater World Cup clarity. Concerns: consistency, overseas adaptability, finishing key moments. Overall, this tour should be viewed as an important step forward rather than simply a collection of results, because the real objective was always preparation. And on that front, India leaves England with more answers than questions. That wraps up England Tour Watch. Over the course of the series, we've covered match reviews, key performers, selection discussions, World Cup implications. Now, attention shifts towards the next phase of India's journey towards T20 World Cup 2026. What was your biggest takeaway from the England Tour? Let me know in the comments.